Okay, Gemini, we getting ready to do y'all reading. I'm gonna do something a little different for y'all today. I'm going to do how does this person feel about the Gemini, and then how does the Gemini feel about this person? Okay, I don't want to like that. I want to like my Palo Santo. Come on, Lida. How does this person feel about the Gemini? How does the Gemini feel about the person? Okay, so we're getting ready to do something a little different. A little different, very much different. So I usually work with all my decks that I have right now. I'm up to like, I think 6 decks right now. And I like to cleanse my decks before I work on them, just because I never know which one I'm going to work with, and clear out the energy from the other signs that I was dealing with. And also when they're just stagnant sitting here, especially unbeknownst to y'all, on the back end of this table, I'm doing rituals, seances, all type of spells. I'm doing different stuff over here on the side. So I like to cleanse the energy just to make sure that when I'm doing the tarot card readings, it's not interfering. Whatever I'm doing over here is not interfering over here with what I got going on. And then I also have salt ringed around a particular area where I'm doing that to separate the energy from that and what I'm doing over here, if that makes sense. For though, your favorite witchy, your, your favorite witchy, okay? And I'm gonna do these two. I'm gonna do the numbers today on these two colors. Now they really, E5 is really calling me today with the yellow. hmm I'm excited to do y'all. So Gemini, like I said, we getting ready to do. We are getting ready to do your reading, and I am sipping on Stella Mia. And I typically people prep what they do in the background for the tarot card readings. I do it right in front of y'all. I don't have no issues doing my rituals in front of y'all, or like how I prep here my readings. I do not. I'm weak. Okay, so yeah. Stella Mia. I have Santa Barbara and Allegra with me today. And we're getting ready to get started, okay? All right, cool. So we're getting ready to do does um how does this person feel about the Gemini first, and how the Gemini feels about this person for the cross watchers. Okay, let's go. How does this person feel? And this is going to be for early September. Okay, early September. How does this person feel about the Gemini, and how does the Gemini feel about this person? How does this person feel about the Gemini? Let's do that first. How does this person feel about the Gemini early September 2025? Allegra, help me with this one. Okay. Love call, love messages, thinking of you, informing you. Somebody's missing you. They miss you. I'm Gemini. And I didn't even read the next card yet. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Or they want to make new memories. Somebody wants to come back. What did you do to the Gemini? I told y'all. Stop messing with them Geminis like that. Because, baby, when they cut you off, they cut you the fuck off. Okay, they really. I seen Gemini. I seen Gemini's work, and they really give zero fucks. Because in their mind, they already weighed out all the options with you. Okay. Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting devotion. It looks like, unfortunately for this person, the Gemini has moved on to a union and a marriage, soulmate connection. This person feels like they want to marry you now. But in my mind, even though I'm doing how does the person feel about the Gemini right now, all I heard the Gemini say was, I don't need you to want to marry me now. I already married. Bingo. How does this person feel about the Gemini? How does the person feel about the Gemini early September 2025? Next phase, healing, growth, releasing the past. They want you to forget about the past, whatever it is that they have done. How convenient. How convenient. The Gemini is saying, of course you want to forget about what you did. They want to put the engagement ring on you now. Interesting. They want to transcend learning from their past mistakes and expansion and go off to this new phase with you. So it's going to be up to you, Gemini, if you want to accept this engagement or not. But all I see is literally missing you, like the same things over again. Wedding rings, engagement, a soulmate connection, next phase, healing my inner child. Come healed. Please come healed. All right. A lot of y'all want to come with trauma. Let people know you had trauma, and it takes a little time for people to open up and tell you what trauma that they've been through. So you got to be careful with that also too. People don't necessarily expose their trauma that they've been through until after probably like a year later when they feel comfortable enough to share that with you. Nobody's going to meet somebody 3 6 months and be like, hey, I have abandonment issues. I tend to throw fits, act crazy, and do unsurmountable things of damage if you ghost me for whatever reason, or you abandon me, because I've been abandoned by my parents. I've been abandoned by my siblings. Okay? And for instance, okay? All right, cool, Gemini. So this is how this person feels about you. All right. They want to ascend. I'm going to get down to the bottom of what happened. If you're even going to accept this or why you're not accepting it for whatever reason, because it's like, why? Okay. All right, cool. So now we're going to talk about how the Gemini feels about this person. So clarify as far as them, love, core, expressing love, messages, thinking of you. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Gemini? How do you feel about them calling now, messaging you, thinking of you, informing you? How do you feel about that early September, Gemini? How do you feel about that? Ooh, ooh. I feel like I'm in a money challenge on my arm right now. Like, yeah, I told y'all Geminis are stubborn. They don't even want to talk. How do you feel about this person early September? The fact that they're calling you and expressing love now and thinking of you. Look, Gemini, I don't know if we're gonna get an answer. What do you want to say to this person? What do you want to say to this person? Sunglasses. So you finally see me now. Told you, I got the energy of this person like begging, begging, begging at the top. Uh, of how they feel about the Gemini, because it's kind of like expressing love messages. Think like, why do you have to message somebody? Just call them. You don't have access to them if you got to go this hard. You know what I mean? Anymore. Um. So yeah, the Gemini says watching, looking, perception, stalking. So do you see me now? You see me in 3D now. Why didn't you see me before? Okay. As far as looking at pictures, nostalgia, and making new memories, how does the Gemini feel about that with this person? How does the Gemini feel about that? I'm making healthier choices. I'm making healthier choices in my life. How does Gemini feel about the wedding rings with this person? Unconditional love, self wholeness, affection, attraction. They feel like they stepped more towards love, away from you and more towards love. Okay. How does Gemini feel about this person? They want to go, say they want to go through a next phase with you now, healing the inner child, interested in you, bloom, romance, flirting, want to date. Okay. So what I got from the teddy bear is, because you know a teddy bear symbolizes, let's clarify one more time. What's going on? How does Gemini feel about the inner phase? It's kind of like Gemini calling you a child, like a teddy bear. You know what I mean? Like empty, soulless. You know what I mean? Like a teddy bear is a teddy bear, but does it have a soul? No. You know what I mean? Like, but let's clarify it one more time just to make sure. That's what I'm getting from it. So, butterfly, new face. How does Gemini feel about this? How does Gemini feel about the fact outdated thinking, unconditionally playing events over your head? Yeah, Gemini says you're over your head. Like, in other words, like new phase. I already moved on to this new love, making healthy choices. Why now? Why now? The Gemini says. You know what I mean? Why now? Why now? Right? All this time, I keep hearing like I gave you to get it right. Gemini says. Engagement ring. How do you feel about the fact that this person is talking about an engagement ring with you now? I mean, that's what I heard from the beginning before stuff even start coming out. Allegra, how does this person feel? How does Gemini feel about this person and this engagement, Allegra? How does this person feel? Kept getting coughing too. Like I said, the person is mirroring you. So, like, you see that somebody else wants to marry me now and settle down and we're in love, and now you want an engagement mirroring somebody. Okay? Yeah. What did you do? What did you do to the Gemini? Because, baby, they giving nope, nope, nope. Healthier choices. Nope, nope, nope. Learning, transcending, preparing this union, new phase. New phase keep coming out. New phase, new phase, new phase. New phase kept on constantly coming out. They wanna renew this with you, Gemini. How do you feel about that? Oh, 3 came out. You know, I'm working with Allegra. Allegra works in threes. So 3 cards fell to the floor. So this message is very divine for the cross watcher. Um, Gemini says, listen, okay, you did too much fucking partying. Party, 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 party. Your life was nothing but one big ass party. Okay. Only thing you talk about, only thing you talk about, the only thing you talked about was self worth, you know, your own healing, your self appreciation, too much self indulgence, okay, and nothing concerning us. So Gemini, this person never say anything about like we're gonna go on vacation, we're gonna go buy this home, us, we. They always basically pertain to themselves in a soul body situation where you just felt that you felt unseen. You felt it's almost like you looked around one day and you was like, does this person even realize that I'm here? Like you would set up, you know, events and dates, they would never show up. You know what I mean? Because they was too busy partying outside. They didn't see you. Now they see you. And now they see you and they want to mirror you. It's not that they miss you. Okay? They miss being able to ignore you. They miss being able to Gemini mistreat you. They miss you waiting in the dark. They miss you being there for their doormat. Okay. And you found that to be codependent, obsession, you know, emotional block, possession and control. Okay. You found like they just wanted possession and control over you. They were addicted to the control over you. Okay, Gemini. And they really never even really considered you until now because you found new love. Congratulations to you. Okay. Okay, congratulations to you, Gemini, that you actually have found somebody that sees you. Okay. So let's get some let's see who this person is first. This person could be a Leo or a Pisces Gemini. They can be a Cancer or a Capricorn. They can be a Gemini or a Sag. So Gemini, I'm confirming quite a few signs. Or they can be a Virgo or a Pisces. Okay. All right, cool. Ages for this person: 45, 54. 45, 54 came out again. 63, 36. 51. 26, 62. 26, 62. 22. A lot of synchronicity sign numbers. 43, 34. 22 came out again. 24, 42 came out again. 35, 53 came out again. 42, 24 came out again. 11, if that resonates with you, 1, 41, and 61. Okay, for those who get some signs, just to give you some signs and some ages of this person, okay, that dropped the ball and now they want to come in heavy, okay, trying to get back with this gem. Now, let me sip my tea for y'all, because this seems like the anthem of the summer. A lot of y'all thought, I'm gonna go outside. That didn't want to stop the work on this love with this person, and I'm gonna find a replacement and da 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 da, and think you pulling wool over somebody's eyes. And Gemini knew the whole time what was going on. And while you were outside partying, they were plotting with this person. Okay, for their reunion to get back. I'm gonna find out if there's some exes there or this is a whole new person. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. This wine is good as hell. You hear me? Especially when it's cold. Stella Mia. Rose del Dulce. Me like it. Okay, this person, I said, let me step out. I stumbled upon a wine store. I usually drink Southern Home Moscato, as you guys know. I said, let me try. I'm gonna start trying different wines. Life is too short to keep sipping on the same tea. You dig? Clock that tea. Okay. All right, cool. So with that being said, I want to get back into this and I want to see who's this person for the Gemini, okay? Who's the new love? And let me find out if there's even a new person. Let me just get some signs first. Ooh. Okay. So that again. Could be a Cancer or a Scorpio. Okay. Could be a Sag or an Aries Gemini. Could be a Cancer or a Pisces. Pisces keep coming out. It could be an Aries or a Capricorn. Okay, Gemini, let's get some ages for y'all for the new love. 51, 35, 53, 25, 52, 61, 62, 26, 51, 36, 63, 32, 23, 21, 41. Some of y'all got y'all some young squeezes. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21 keeps coming out. Okay, 61. Reuniting people that are older, anywhere over, I would say 39, anywhere from 35 actually up, typically go back with exes. Because the new generation's idea of love sucks. Okay. We're more consistent, believe in real love, believe in really showing up. We don't believe in games. Okay. Play games, get stupid prizes, clock that T. Okay. So if you start a game and you get gained back, well, who started the game? Does that make sense? So people over 35 typically don't play them type of games. Okay. Hence is why an older person, that's why 61 came out, more than likely is going back with their ex. Okay. They're not going with a new person. After 61, they went back to somebody they probably was dating in their 40s. 36, 63, 44. Okay. So now you guys got some signs and some numbers to try to write them down and figure out who this person is. Okay. And so let's really dig into this, because now I'm interested, okay, to see what happened. What were you ghosting them about that led to the situation? So you won't let this happen again, okay, cross watcher, because the Gemini is not taking you back. I'm gonna look for y'all and see if this Gemini is gonna take y'all back, but I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, it's not giving. Okay. They said healthier choices. Okay. And you was giving very much addictive, codependent, and controlling. Got the nerve to be codependent and control. Baby, how the hell you got the nerve to be codependent and controlling? That means you wasn't even paying no bills in the damn house, and you want to control. Let me drink my motherfucking drink. Now I see why the person went back. Baby, listen. You pour me. I see I'm gonna pour me some more because I'm gonna go deep in this, y'all. We might be here an hour or plus. I usually don't go too deep, but I want to go deep into this because I hate a person that always sees your glory when it's too late. You know what I mean? And the saddest part is, like I said, is it's not that they ever really want to come back. It's that they don't want nobody to have what y'all could have had. Does that make they know you're a good person? People don't fight. People don't revisit. People don't string along people um who are not good people. All right, or don't have no potential unless you're a narcissist. Narcissists, they'll string along a dog if they could. You know what I mean? So let's get back to this. I want to see what was the news with this situation, okay? What was this person overlooking? Like what were the red flags? What was it that they was doing to the Gemini in the first place that made them fed up already came out, okay? Over it, not having it, frustrated. Okay, the Gemini said, what else? Just they was fed up towards the end. Looks like we're gonna go from the end to the beginning. What else, Gemini? What else? Why did you feel like they didn't see you? Quick getaway, running, escaping, just escaping, always outside partying, like getting away all the time, getting away with murder, getting caught doing things. Okay, very clumsy person, couldn't even cover up their tracks, right? Gemini, it's like they were running away from this love, they were running away from commitment. Okay, and while they were running away, somebody else wasn't. Clock that motherfucking T. Clock it. Clock it. Y'all know how I do. All right. So what else? What else was this person overlooking, Gemini? Let's spill the tea. I mean, let's talk. Let's go. Allegra, help me with this one. Player. Okay. You know, caught this person, like I said, very clumsy. Couldn't even play right. Okay. Playing in the field, not looking to settle. Like I said, avoiding commitment. All right. Options. Don't we think we all got them? That doesn't mean it's good. You know, it's so many different options in chips, drinks. That doesn't mean they're good for you, or doesn't mean it tastes better. Clock that tea, okay? Something could be in a bright, shiny glass and taste like piss. And something can be in a cardboard box like coconut water and be the best thing from your immune system and the best thing for your health, but it's in a box and not in a glass. Clock that tea, okay? Got the nerve to get somebody knocked up and wasn't even paying the bills in the house, very codependent on you, but they went in the street, then had a baby. Let me drink, mama. Let me drink this because this pissing me off. This really pissing me off now. Because I seen it. Now, nobody never, thankfully, in all my 45 years, nobody was dumb enough to have a baby on me. Nobody was ever dumb enough, okay, I promise you, to try to go and have a baby on me. Like, they not that crazy. They was crazy, but they wasn't that crazy. You feel me? Cause I don't know. Like they was too busy on top of me. You feel me? I might be toxic. I know I'm toxic, but I got that good. I ain't really worried about that part. Feel me? But Gemini, what else was the signs? Why else did you feel like they didn't see you? What else did not see? Ha! Yeah. Okay, heavy emotions, just mental distress. Mental distress. I mean, look at this. Like, damn, nigga, you got somebody pregnant? You know what I mean? And like for others, if you're a male and you were dating a Gemini, like you got pregnant by somebody else, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely a pregnancy involved, whether you got somebody pregnant or got pregnant. Whether they got somebody pregnant or got pregnant, that makes sense. It's the other person. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what else. What was the vibes with this person? Because this person is really a shitty. I mean, like no good cards even came out. What else? What else? What else? What were the vibes with this person? Yeah, time. They took too much. They thought they had time. They thought they had time on their side because they thought they had you so addicted to their codependency and obsession and restraint and control and emotional backlash that they thought you was gonna stay around forever. Clock that T, Gemini, and you said, "Who?" You said, "Who? Who?" I think people be getting it twisted between having an emotional attachment to you and just be enjoying, sex relations with you. But I don't think that people really consider, especially Geminis. I feel I'm a Scorpio. I think Geminis are way more wickeder when it comes to cutoffs because they don't come back. And I hate laughing like that, but I know because I done been, in situations where there was money involved, and not even for the money would the Gemini stay. Not with me, but I've seen it in other relationships. Like girl, you going to leave this? Like you make it you banking like at least $13,000 a month, and this is back in like 2014, 13. So imagine how much that was a month with no bills and no kids, right? And you going to step away from this. So the ads ain't adding up. Feel me? And but no, the bitch, she never came back. She never came back to the trap, baby. And I was shot like, but baby, she ain't never came back. She ain't care about the money, and she ain't had no bills. She ain't even had no car. She was making about $13,000 a month. So when you come to think about it, she probably had enough to probably move out the country, or like, you know what I mean. She played it smart, unlike others that were buying expensive cars and doing this and getting caught up in debt, right? So, make a long story short, anyway, regardless of the situation, that Gemini girl did not come back. Okay, not even for the money, honey. So, you ain't had no time on your hands when it comes to a Gemini. I hope cross watchers learn something from this. Right? Wasn't no intimacy, mutual respect, closeness, nothing. Very cold hearted. They felt like the worse that they treated you, the better you were gonna be, but they didn't know the further that you was pushing them out. You was just holding on to their shirt, their hat, their bottom of their pants. Baby, they are not Jesus. The only thing you're supposed to hold on to somebody's cloth that tight, that close, is Jesus. Nobody else. So with that being said, who who was this person? Feel me? Nobody. Two-faced. Two-faced type person. Two-faced, double life, cheater, backstabber type person. Okay. So we already explained. I don't even want to keep going into who this uh person is, right? With all these negative behind cards. We're gonna put this to the side. But now what I want to see is, because I don't put back into the deck once they're out. I want to see so we established that cross watcher. So now you know how you block this person out and how they feel about you and what you did to them. Okay, for the cross watchers who are dating a Gemini. Um, but what I will say about this is I want to see this person. Now this is the person now, as far as what's I always get two sides of the story, is what I'm saying. All right. So I'm going to get two sides of the story, and I want to see what they say that you were doing. You know what I mean? What do you feel like the Gemini was doing? What could you say for yourself? What could you say for yourself? What could you say for yourself? And I'm only going to give you three cards because I think you're going to lie anyway, but we'll just see what the hell you got to say for the shits and fucking giggles. Self-sabotage, okay? Ego, fear, frustrations, lack of confidence. So they're blaming it on you. It was your lack of confidence, Gemini, your ego and fear, okay? You self-sabotage. Very narcissistic person will say something like that. What else? They said you kept cameras on them 24/7. So you kept spying on them. You kept cameras around. I mean, what do you, the only time people worry about cameras, like I said, is if you're hiding something. If you're not hiding something, then you wouldn't be worried about cameras because you would look more so at it like it's good for your safety, right? Only people that are hiding stuff are worried about cameras. What else is going on? What else they feel? So anyway, I said this person was gonna cry me a fucking river. They were shocked as hell when you finally did your transformation and left you, and they saw you at the club, at the coffee shop, at this. They saw you with this person, and it took them everything not to go over there. They say. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, all right, cool. So now we're gonna go into as far as like the memories. I want to see what do they miss about you. We already know that they want to get married and engaged to you now and give you this commitment, and that's only because this person came forward. Okay, Gemini, not because they really actually want to. Okay, because you're making healthier choices for your life, and they want to get you addicted again and make you feel codependent. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what's the news. What are some of the things that they're missing from you now? Lastly, I'll give you the opportunity to tell the Gemini what you said everything. They said everything, bitch. They miss vibing with you, good vibes, being in the moment. You were a vibe, Gemini. They could just lay back and be themselves. They feel like you're irreplaceable at the bottom. Okay, they feel like you're irreplaceable. Anything else they miss? I heard like, I miss getting investigated now. I miss this Gemini spying on me now. I bet you do. You miss anything they was gonna. They want to tell you that they want to tell you that the person that you got now is nothing but a rebound. There's nothing but a rebound, which is funny. And the motherfucker don't got as much as money as me, which I don't see how. Okay, or maybe oh, okay, that's what they miss, saving up off of your money, because it can't be that, because they're making healthier choices and you were the codependent one. So they actually said they miss saving up with your money because you let them live for free so they could just save up their money. Okay, anything else you miss? Person is funny. So this person is very disrespectful. For them to even say something like, I miss saving up your money. Like, yeah, this person says hurtful things even after the fact. Just goes to show you. I miss love bombing you. Damn. Let me get two more. This person is like evil energy. I'm gonna have to really clean my space. They do miss sexually openness with you, so you did turn them out in the bedroom. And they miss just keeping you around to keeping them third party situations. They know that you were a karmic, that they were a karmic for you, in other words, and it was meant for you to learn a lesson from them. But they just wanted to crazy, like they pop all this shit, right? They're popping all of this shit. Like, I miss love bombing you. I miss saving up your money. He ain't nothing but a rebound, but they're bipolar, but you're irreplaceable. And I miss they went from and you're gonna say, yes, that's that person. They went from talking nice at first, like, I miss being in the moment with you. You're irreplaceable, and it turned dark just that quick. That person is in the rebound. The person nothing but a rebound. Oh, I love saving your money. I love bombing you. I don't really miss nothing but the sex. Okay, yeah, and keeping you in third party situations. So you'll say, yes, that's that person. They would always start off right, romanticizing you, say, and then they'll just snap, just that quick. Okay, and that's the type of person that we're dealing with here on the top. Very scary, very emotionally imbalanced person. Very much. Okay. Like, can be talking junk to you right before going in the bedroom. Very narcissistic person that you were dealing with. I'm glad that you was able to get away from this person and make healthier choices, Gemini, and choose you. Okay. All right. because we're going deep. What were some of the healthier choices that you were making? Let's use the weight terror. We've been using Oracle all night. Let's go into the weight terror lastly. What were some of the healthier choices you decided to do for you? Some of the healthier choices. Some of the healthier choices Gemini decided to do for them. Some of the healthier choices Gemini decided to do for them. Get married. You decided that was a healthier choice for me to get married and get out of this. It ends right there. Upheaval relationship of mine was a constant fight for your attention, constant fight for your love, constant fight dealing with your mood swings, constant fight dealing with your inconsistencies, constant fight dealing with your codependence, constant fight dealing with your lack of compassion, your love bombing, your codependency, and got the nerve to have control. All I heard was the song by Janet Jackson, Control. Control. I heard that in the background. I was like, where in the background? Where in the background? Where at in the background? I can't make this shit up. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, Gemini, for getting the fuck out of this cycle. So many people think it's cute to be with a narcissist, to be with a manipulator, okay, to be with a player, to be with an emotional love bomber, but don't have no really, don't understand that at the end of the day, it is going to be your demise because people, dumb types get tired of even maintaining because they'll say, after all of that, you were the problem. That person stressed me out. I don't have time for the drama. When they're the ones that created the drama the whole time, making you really sit back and think, was I the problem? Like how Cardi B said in her album, am I the problem? But no, you realize you took it for exactly what it's for, and yeah, you will be getting married with this person. And this person knows it. This person, Gemini, knows it. Knows it. Okay? What were some of the other healthier choices you decided to make? Right. Going straight into that new beginning, accepting that offer with this person. Going into get into your high priestess energy. Anything else? Mm. It just keeps saying receiving that new offer, getting out of that heartbreak with the this actually came out sideways, but it's the same thing as reverse. So you're getting out of that heartbreak with that person, being in your Empress energy. Congratulations, Gemini. Shout out to y'all. Early September. Let's go out with the old and in with the new. I think so many people's going through that after seeing how they summer rolled out with these people. And I feel like these relationships lingered from the winter until the summer. And it lingered from the winter into the summer and ended in the fall. Clock that T. It ended like, you know how when the trees start falling? Yes, it ended in the fall. Clock that T. Okay. Nice to meet you. Peace out. Okay. Yep. And on top of that, shit, the sex is great between y'all two. That helps. You know what I mean? That definitely helps. So Gemini, now you understand, they understand how you feel about them. They understand how how they feel about you, vice versa. You understand how you feel about them, they understand how they feel about you. Now everybody understands how they feel. The cross watcher and the Gemini. Okay. Moral of the story is time don't wait for nobody. Okay. You kept playing games, playing emotional games, blackmail. And see, you gotta be careful because manipulation and control comes in spurts. They'll go out and stay up to 6 in the morning. No, they'll go out and stay out till like 4 in the morning first. Come in, check a temperature. Then the next time, 7 in the morning. Then the next time they're gone for 2 days. Then the next time they're gone for 3 weeks. And come back just to see, oh, I got away with that. Let me just go away for a whole month and come back. I'll be back. Hold my clothes here. Hold my clothes. I'll be back. Feel me? Don't let it slide the first time. Cut it off early the first time. So you won't have to because this has been going on, Gemini, with this person for a very long time. For them to get that close to you, to be codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control. This takes time. Addiction takes time, just like a drug, right? When you start taking a drug, at first nobody feels like they're addicted to it. That's what gets crackheads and everybody else. No pun to the crackheads or disrespect, but that's how what gets everybody that gets involved in drugs. Love is like a drug. Okay, you get involved in first. You think I can handle. I got this. I can handle it. Ain't you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna overpower me. Next thing you know, you're a full grown crackhead, right? But just like the reverse of that is, it takes time to become a crackhead. It takes time to become a drug addict. You have to keep. And it's funny because hence heroin with the spoon right there. Right now you associate heroin with a spoon. I don't know about y'all, but I know I've seen spoons and heroin. I don't know how they use it because I never did heroin, but I could imagine. Okay. But my point is that this situation with manipulation with you took time. They kept feeding you their drug, their manipulation, their inconsistency, their control, their manipulative, abusive behavior, fed it to you with a spoon, slowly but surely. Okay, and then everything got to a head and you was able to finally drag yourself out of this, because people have to literally drag themselves out of relationships like this. And I know, because I've been in quite a few I knew I had to drag myself out of. Okay, and lastly, I want to do three positive cards. This is from the Cosmic Energy Oracle card. Okay, so we're gonna do three. Allegra, help me with three cards for Gemini for early September. Tell me with exactly three cards. Let's go into positive. Let's leave you with three positive cards after this. Okay. Three positive cards. Ooh. Three positive cards. Oh. Okay. Got this one already came out. I'll take that one. Give me one more. Gemini, early September, cosmic energy. What's going on in the cosmics? Okay, your messages from Allegra is abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. Communication, affecting communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. Awakening, awakening is the process of discovering your true self. Okay, so hope that resonates and you could tie that into, with your new partner. Have great communication. Abundance, it comes from inner self. So it comes from inner self and comes out. Be confident with yourself moving forward. Don't even mention stuff that you've been, and I always tell people that never mention stuff that you've been with your exes, because it gives the new person an idea. Like if you tell the person, "Oh, my ex used to beat me," they'll think, maybe I can beat you one day. Does that make sense? Okay, so definitely don't give people ideas, is what I say. Hey, it didn't work out between me and that person. That's what it was. Clock that T. Moving forward. Don't give them no information. Okay, that's my advice. Okay, but yep, awakening. I feel like you are getting the awakening with this new person. Congratulations on that engagement and that love with that new person. And Gemini, I'm going to end it with that. Okay, bye. Clock that T. Gonna have cheers on the way up out of here. And I'm getting ready to do all the other signs the same way for early September. How does this person feel about you? And how do you feel about this person? Okay. Bye.